you are one of two things. One, you absurdly love Monster Hunter Wilds and you will have no problem to claim 999 at 9 high rank, or others, you have an insane high rank numbers. Or number two, you're the person that doesn't play the game much and too busy worried about playing other games, which is fine by me, of course. But in other words, high rank is on G rank is around the corner. It could be February, it could be March, or it could be April, or I could be wrong. So today's video, I do want to say how to be prepared for G rank. Because the last thing that you want to hear is that the developers will give you a high rank armor that make you blow past low rank and high rank error that makes Elder Fugen laughs at you for missing high rank error.
Now that's what I like to hear.
No, seriously, get to work. But also, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is the best, maggot. But don't worry. Though. Today's video, I'm gonna help you to say how to be prepared for G rank for Monster Hunter Wilds expansion, because we might never know what will be up. It could be either February, like I said, it could be February or March. So today's video, let's get right into it. Epic YouTube, Excalibur from the future. Listen, Excalibur got a list of individuals who are not subscribed to the YouTube channel. You should subscribe. If you want to become the most epic person in the planet, you should subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, you're missing out. Now back to the video. And to no surprise, when I say that when it comes to increasing your defense, the one thing that I do like to run is primarily the True Shadow Bringer, as it does give you dark side, which also performing at a certain level 2 or higher charges slash deals self damage. Attack is also temporarily boosted. So combine that with 30 plus defense as the main takeaway for this regularly the best regular weapon in the game, and had 220 raw. And 600 base dragon attack. And keep in mind that dragon element is my favorite element of all time. With that 30 defense, it provides a good amount of defense to your arsenal. But when it comes to like defense and all to getting ready for G rank, well, your talisman of choice, well, you can always put like maximum defense. Yes, of course, that is a good option. But the best option is to have a charm that actually gives you bonuses to like iron skin and speed sharpness. If you have a defensive talisman like 3, like this one for example, well, then you're pretty much good to go, because that iron skin makes you prevent your defense from being lowered. Especially pairing it with growth to add even more attack and defense increases as time passes while the quest is on. This is good because as you can lock in, even if you have 3 defense it's not bad. The rest of the four one slot can be slotted into defense. And the rest, you might ask, where do I put the rest of the one slot? You name it, divine protection. Or should I say divine blessings, to have a chance to decrease the amount of damage by 50%. This is the build if you don't have Artian weapon on right now, or Gakma Artian weapon. Guard up, dragon attack, speed sharpening, dark side, resuscitate, agitator, counter strike, maximum might, divine blessings, and iron skin, and last but not least, quick sheep. Constitution is just an optional, and this is the armor set if you want to run defensive set. And not just that, it also gives you with the Bale helmet and the Bale waist, and the rest of the armor is arch tempered Uthduna and New Udra for the chest and arm to provide New Udra's bad blood. And gives you guts tenacity to make you survive, to boost attack and defense, but lets you survive one lethal hit afterwards. Boost defense and res, So it's a really good group skill. It's actually the best group skill in the game currently, above Lord Soul. Oh. Finally, if you decided to want to run RT and Gogma weapons, then this is your build right here for your great sword defensive build right here. But it requires the talisman to be a defensive boost at level 4, and then you get 2 1-slots. If you manage to get defense boost 4 with 2 1-slots, then congratulations, because you have access to divine protection, while the rest of the 1-slots gets a defensive up. And not only that, you get to have access to have Jin Dahad's Revolt. I just recommend both of them have, even though I do have a long sword, I just recommend Jin Dahad's Revolt, just in case for the keeping up the bonus, in case you switch weapons around or it ended up being the same weapon. Yeah, but this time the only difference is that instead of just the extra defense goes to heroics, but not too high. You don't want it to get it to like level 30, level 5, because yes, 30 plus attack is great, but the defense increasing effects are negated while active. That is an absolute no-no. So as a result, you can get it up to we will get it up to level 3 instead. Level 4, it only increases attack, which is not that what I want for like a build or something, but a level 3 is necessary to have an additional 100 defense while your health is 35 or lower, in case Divine Blessings procs on that. That Agitator Heroics, Counter-Strike maximum might, and that would be cool. If you want, however, if you want to make room for more perks to be active, then you could go with Latent Power. You can simply go to Latent Power. Sure, you might lose Counter-Strike and Maximum Might to Affinity, but Latent Power is certainly not bad if you wanted to add an additional perk. Trust me, it doesn't hurt to lose Maximum Light level 20, as it does give you support to have 20 plus Affinity when Latent Power is active. Would not recommend level 3 or higher, because without the raid down to extend the duration of Latent Power, it gets a little bit useless. Yes, this is the set bonus for the G rank. You get Doshagama's Might, which is both of them are Guardian Doshagama that has heroics, and Uthduna's Protection, which it boosts defense when you're wearing a tool such as Rocksteady Mantle. And yes, Rocksteady Mantle helps to protect you from taking major damage. And not just that, a tool specialist reduces the cooldown by 20%, making it slightly more quicker to use Rocksteady Mantle. I never get a chance to test it out. I normally just ignore tool specialist. This, in my opinion, you really don't need it, but due to the mixture problem, but due to Gogma Ardian, I can see this one. I can see the waste a little bit more useful. Oh, and then we got Jin Dahad's Revolt, which means Revolt, as Wait, where am I? I actually failed this. It which boosts, which is increase in attack after recovering from web status, frostbite, being pinned, or power clash. What's good about Jindaha's Revolt is that it pairs super well with Doshagama's Might. With Doshagama's Might, temporarily increases attack by 10, and if successful, power clash or offset attack. Yeah, and there you have it. It is extremely demand. This one is more demanding because it requires level 4 defense and needed 2 1 slotted for divine protection. In other words, that's it for the defensive build for it. And be sure you take advantage of the Transcendence because you're gonna need it to have more defense with your armor. Pay me no mind. I'm playing me a guitar as we continue to grind and can't wait for what's upcoming next for even Monster Hunter stories and the G rank for Monster Hunter Wilds, or you can say Master Rank, either way. And by the way, this cosmetic costume is super cool. Anyways, take care and grind well, do whatever you want with your builds, and have a good day.